On the branches of the camphor tree, the needles fall suddenly. This vivid image opens our journey into the world of Purna Biram, a beacon of Nepali literature. Purna Biram, through his poem Abruptly, crafts a tapestry of life's unforeseen moments, employing sharp sensory details that pull us into each verse. As we delve deeper, we'll uncover how Purna Biram explores the essence of suddenness, revealing its impact both in nature and human experiences. This suddenness in nature parallels the unexpected twists in our own lives. The chest has to suffer the gentleness of a thunderbolt. At first glance, the phrase strikes with its inherent contradiction. How can a thunderbolt, known for its destructive power and suddenness, be gentle? This is the artistry of poet Purna Biram, capturing the essence of emotions that hit with overwhelming force, yet carry a bizarre softness, much like a revelation that shakes the spirit but enlightens the soul. In these words, Biram paints a vivid picture of human vulnerability, how we are often unprepared for the emotional storms that life hurls at us. Yet there is an unexpected grace in these moments that shape our existence. It's a poetic exploration of pain and enlightenment intertwined, where the thunderbolt represents sudden, transformative insights. Shifting focus to another mythical element, Biram invokes the image of Prometheus. This figure from Greek mythology, who stole fire from the gods to benefit humanity, symbolizes sacrifice and creation. The poet uses Prometheus not just as a character, but as a metaphor for the human condition. Our perpetual struggle against boundaries and our quest for knowledge, regardless of the cost. Biram intertwines natural phenomena with mythological elements to deepen the poem's impact on our understanding of human experiences, where the pigeon of the temple are suddenly transformed into dumsies. In this line, Purna Biram draws upon the profound imagery of pigeons, creatures often associated with peace and sanctity in many cultures, including Nepali. These birds, traditionally seen circling temple spires, are symbols of innocence and divinity. Yet in Biram's hands, they undergo a startling metamorphosis into dumsis, a term that suggests a darker, perhaps more chaotic form. This transformation is not just a poetic device, but a mirror reflecting the sudden and often jarring changes that society undergoes. In Nepali culture, the temple is not merely a structure, but a communal heart where daily rhythms are punctuated by the flutter of pigeon wings and the ring of prayer bells. To transform these pigeons into something unrecognizable is to comment on the disruption of these rhythms, the cultural dissonance introduced by modern crises, be it social upheaval, political instability, or environmental threats. Biram's poetry does not stop at mere observation. It delves into the realm of social commentary, using abrupt shifts to underscore the impact of societal changes on individual lives. For instance, the line about celebrating even after the act of killing juxtaposes joy against violence, a stark portrayal of societal desensitization to violence and death. Similarly, the transformation of suffering into a public spectacle, as seen in the figure of Joan of Arc cutting her hair and walking towards flat ground, resonates with how public tragedies are often consumed and forgotten. Through these vivid transformations, Biram criticizes societal norms and calls for a deeper examination of our collective conscience. Suddenly, such a celebration becomes many times more boring. This line captures the essence of Purna Biram's Abruptly, a journey through sudden shifts and stark revelations. Throughout the poem, Biram uses the imagery of abrupt changes, from the serene to the chaotic, and from the mundane to the mythical, to draw us into a world where stability is but a veneer. Each verse of Abruptly is a vignette, painting scenarios where everyday elements transform under the pressure of unexpected forces. The thunderbolt and Prometheus serve not only as symbols but also as harbingers of change, challenging the characters within the poem to adapt or perish. This interplay between the mythological and the real invites us to look beyond the literal, to find the metaphorical and philosophical layers woven into the fabric of everyday life. In Nepali literature, Biram stands out not just for his poetic style, but for his ability to articulate a cultural critique that resonates on a global scale. His work, rich in symbolism and profound in thought, asks us to consider how sudden changes shape our identities, societies, and cultures. Purna Biram's Abruptly challenges us to reflect on the abrupt changes in our lives and the world around us, making us ponder the deeper meanings behind our everyday experiences.